Welcome to the AlertMeter, a fit-for-duty tool for the modern workplace. My name is Dan Rinker, and we've been using the AlertMeter at our steel fabrication company for about 6 months. The AlertMeter is a simple game format test that identifies when people may be struggling with alertness to the point that it causes them to have accidents or make serious mistakes. The alertness test is sensitive to cognitive impairment. Cognitive impairment means that we aren't mentally functioning like we normally do. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it makes sense to bring it to the attention of someone else, because when we're in such a state of mind, we're usually unaware of how impaired we really are. So let's talk about how this cognitive detection tool, the AlertMeter, works. The AlertMeter test takes about 60 to 90 seconds to complete. After taking your first 10 tests, you will have your own personal baseline, which is different than anyone else's. Your baseline is made up of speed and accuracy and data about the way you personally respond to the screens you're shown. As you get better at the test, your baseline reflects your most recent scores. Each time you take the test, the system will compare your current score with your personal baseline. There's plenty of room for variation due to the time of day and how many shifts you've worked consecutively and other factors. If you asked your coworker to take the test for you, their behavior with the AlertMeter would be so different from yours that the system would immediately know it wasn't you. The AlertMeter works off your normal behavior, so if you're naturally slower or faster or make more mistakes, it doesn't matter. That's your personal baseline. So don't worry about the system expecting you to do more than you can. There's no standard that you're being judged by, and it doesn't show what your baseline is to others. All you see is your percentage for that day. By now, your organization has determined the best method for you to use the AlertMeter, whether on a touchscreen tablet, your personal smartphone, or on a computer. This is what the test looks like on a touchscreen tablet. Here's what the system looks like on a smartphone. They're different to scientifically accommodate the visual area you're looking at, but both tests operate under the same principles. Upon starting the test, you will be presented with a checkerboard of symbols. Your task is to determine if all of the symbols are the same or if one of the symbols is different. If all of the symbols are identical, you will tap or click on the green button that says, "They're all the same." The next screen will appear with the next array of symbols. Upon making your choice, the screen will flash green for a correct answer and red for an incorrect answer. You'll go through a series of screens until it's over. Both speed and accuracy are being measured, so don't take too long on any one screen. If you make too many mistakes, the test may require you to start over. But don't worry if you struggle with the test at first. The more you take the test, the more you'll get used to it and the smarter the AlertMeter becomes. At the end, you will see a percentage that reflects today's score compared to your average. A dash will appear in place of your score until you achieve a baseline or your individual average performance, which typically takes 10 completed tests. Once AlertMeter has established your baseline, there may be occasions where you score too low or even too high, and the system may prompt you to take the test a second time. If you score abnormally on the second test, AlertMeter will notify the designated person at your company. Suggest that he or she have a conversation with you to ensure that you're okay to work. It's important to note that the AlertMeter does not indicate why your score is not normal. It could be for reasons such as not getting enough rest and being exhausted, coming down with an illness or other physical issues that are distracting, receiving distressful news and not being able to focus, being cognitively impaired on recreational drugs or alcohol, or unintentional impairment from prescription drugs. Rarely are people so impaired that the AlertMeter creates a notification, but things happen in life that take us off our game, and when they do, we can become a safety risk to ourselves and to others, or at the very least, be unable to adequately perform our job duties. The AlertMeter has made a difference at the place where I work. It's given us a good heads up if we're performing below our normal state of mind. It's not evasive or punishing, and everyone does their puzzle test before they go to work, and that's normally it for the day. But if something's wrong and you're struggling with alertness that day, the people who work around you, and your family for that matter, would want someone to know so you don't get hurt or accidentally hurt others. The AlertMeter is a great way to make that happen. Give yourself some time to learn how to take the test. It's actually kind of interesting to know what your own score is for that day. It's a good feedback system for personal performance. I think you'll like it.